Hello everyone, this is Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I haven't done a video since Saturday night's Craps Chat, so I'm going to do a video. And before we get to the video name, which you're going to see as soon as we head over to the table, if you take a look at the table, you will see that there is another manila envelope on the table, and we're going to be doing an unpackaging of this. And I'm going to save it till I get to the table. So let me head on over there to the table. So before we get to the video, this is a package I received in the mail today, and I received it from a guy that I consider a very good friend. I have never met him yet. He's a favorite of yours as well. He is John from Pro Craps, and this came from John today in the mail, and I wanted to be able to do this video in anticipation of unwrapping this. I did send him a text a little while ago. His address and stuff is on the opposite side, so I'm not going to show you that. Now I'm in a camera angle that I'm not used to, but I know what it is, so I don't have to already guess what it is. But I wanted to show you guys that John over at Pro Craps is one heck of a guy. I know these things cost him a little bit of money to get, but oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it was this many. Oh my gosh, take a look at this, guys. Let me get this out of the way. Let's just throw that down there. Wow, John, I would never have guessed that you would have sent that many. Oh my gosh, I sent John just one of my Mid-Atlantic Craps chips, and oh my goodness, look at these laminars. Guys, I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm going to hold it up. I don't know if it's focused or not focused. I can't see from the monitor that I'm at. But that's John over at Pro Craps. These are his chip laminars that he uses to separate the chips in his rail. Holy cow. John, I had no idea that you were going to give me this many. Oh my gosh. I actually kind of feel horrible. But wow, look at that, guys. Got the PC, Pro Craps on one side, and on the other side, it's got dice with Pro Craps, and they're the chip laminars. Now, I know that John paid a pretty penny for these, so everybody out there don't expect that John's going to send them to you. But if you would like one of my chips, I still have one of my chips left. I did not expect that. Just send me an email over to Jeff at Mid-Atlantic Craps at, let's say Jeff at midatlanticcraps.com, and you can get a chip. Wow, that is just unbelievable, John. I really do appreciate that. Okay, so let's head back over here to the console. Let's talk about the video. The name of the video is Hybrid. Waste of time, a grind, or is it worth it? This is video 4 in a video that I started last week in which I asked for comments, and people sent me some good emails and several comments that they wanted me to continue with the series. We started with a $25 DP or Don't Pass at a $600 buy-in. We advanced up to a $50 buy-in. Now we're taking it up to a $75 buy-in. But we're going to take the wins from our 3 sessions. By the way, they are listed in the description below if you want to go see them if you haven't seen them. We're going to take those wins and we're going to up our DP and continue to go up in profit, hopefully, and you'll be able to see how this hybrid system works. Now, if you're one of those players that live and drive 4 or 5 hours to get to a casino, this isn't for you. If you're, especially if you have deep pockets. If you are a player that has limited bankroll and you want to make your bankroll last while you're trying to make a slow profit, this is the video for you. Or maybe you're going on vacation and you're going to be at a resort or casino for multiple days and you're going to play multiple times a day. This video is for you. It's worked for me over 18 months. And I can say that since I've been running this series, I've had a couple more people join what I have now coined the hybrid hunters. Those 6 people that have been playing offline with me that I've been showing, not teaching, not instructing, just showing them how I play. 6 of them, 4 consistent, 2 of the other ones have been sporadic. But if you'd like to join us, Jeff at midatlanticcraps.com. Send me an email. Come on in. I'm going to bring everybody together because it's easier to teach. I shouldn't say teach. It's easier to show multiple people at one time, and then you all can field questions off one another because some people don't get some of the moves and maneuvers. But in any event, let's go ahead. Let's head to the table. Let's get this 4th roll out. We're going up on the DP to 75. All right, now as I head over here to the table, let me go ahead and just do a couple of things. First, let me go ahead and get this, let's put the name up on the video, that might help. We'll get the throwing cam turned on and we'll get the KPI roll tracker started and we will be good to go. Okay, so here we are over at the table, and let's go ahead. Well, we don't need these anymore. Thanks, John, again for the laminators. I really appreciate it. So we're going to take the DP up to 75, but what we've done in this video, guys, is we've taken our profit. In the first video, we didn't do so well. In second and third videos, we had amassed a $364 profit, and I just want to make sure that's what we're starting with. So we're starting with $964. There's 800. That's full rack of breads. That's $964. All right, so we got our $964. We've taken our profit. We've gone back down to the table, and now we're ready to go up on our DP because we're in the profit range, and we want to be aggressive and be able to win more than what we are. In the first 3 videos, we went through 14 shooters, so this would be like shooter 15, or you left and came back to the table. So as I told you before, guys, when I get to the $75 or $100 level, I hedge against the DP. You could hop the 7s for 5 each, but if you came with a come out 12, that's going to cost you $30 to establish a point. I don't like that idea. I'd rather take my chances on laying the 4 or the 10. Typically, I do lay the 5 and 10 from time to time. It depends on how fast the hand gets over with. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to do some hedging on the 7 and the 11. So we're going to lay the 4 for 110, $3 vig, and we are going to protect against the come out 11. Just one win on that, guys, pays for itself. I realize 10 hands at $5 a piece, that would be $50 during the session. If you went 10 shooters, it is what it is. It is a protection that I will take, and that I don't mind taking that hedge. All right, guys, here we go. Dice are out. And look at that, guys, right off the bat, had you not done it, we would be down $75. We started with a $364 profit. You could see that we would have to bump down to the $50 level on the DP if we hadn't done that. Now, how this works out, guys, is I would lose the 75. I would make the 75 on that bet, and the 5 would stay out there, and it's a wash. All right. Dice are out. I see a 2 and a 5. Look at this. Wow, a 5 and a 2, guys, and we are okay. Now, you hear me say that I only let a shooter burn me twice because we're not going to lose but $8 on these first 2 rolls. I don't consider that a burn on the shooter. We protected ourselves for this reason. The reason why I say we're going to lose $8 is for this reason. We're going to lose the 75. We're going to win the 75 back there. We're going to have to put the 75 back up here. We're going to have to put up our $5 on the yo protection, and we're going to owe the vig again, which is $3. That's how you get $8. All right. So from now on, when I do that, I probably will not exchange it. I know a lot of people send me comments. They didn't understand what I did there, but so far, our hedge has worked on the very first 2 rolls. We're only $8 down when we could be $150 down if you stayed at the $75 level. Honestly, if I didn't have that protection, I wouldn't be at the $70, $5 level when that 7 came out. But in any event, dice are out. And there's a hard 8. So the point's going to be 8. And you know Jeffrey doesn't like the 8s and the 6s, but he's not afraid of them. He plays them just a little bit different in this hybrid hedge, but it is what it is. Okay. First things first, Mr. Dealer, can I have my layback? All right, it's going to give me the layback $3 vig. Going to take the 5 for the yo off. We have 75 here because we have a bigger DP. We don't have to put any odds out. We stay on the conservative side, and we're going to play 80 against 75. We have 80 here, guys, against 75. We're playing the 5, 6, 7, and 9 against the 8. One less way to hurt us, but guys, I have seen this many times. You establish a point, and we're either going to have a PSO or the 8 will show up, and it just is all part of the game. Dice are out. There's a 6. So it's always good to get paid on the first couple, especially when you're on the point of 6 or 8. And remember what I said in the previous video, guys, that when I'm on the 4, 5, 9, and 10, I'll take up to 4 rolls. It's $35 win. I keep my wins separated so I know in my rack what's going on. I go up to 4 rolls when I'm on the 4, 5, 9, and 10. It all depends on what I'm doing here on the 6 and 8 if I'll go the full rolls again. If we were to be able to make $70, I would be happy there. All right, dice are out. And there's a 7 out. Boy, look familiar, guys? Look familiar? So, if you really think about what took place and how we did this, shooter one's done. We're going to lose this 80. We're going to win 75 down there. And we won 35. We really lost $11, guys. So on the 35, we're $24 ahead. If we were to put everything back in the rack over here, we would be $24 up from where we just started. $24 up isn't a lot of money, but you didn't go backwards. You didn't lose money. All right, so let's rinse and repeat. I'm going to do the lay 4 one more time. There's the 3 in the big. 75 on the DP. Don't forget my yo protection. It's already paid for itself, so we're good there. I don't know why people do this. I don't even know why I'm doing it. I'm just doing it. All right. So, how many rolls was that? Let's take a look at that last session, guys. Take a look at the roll tracker up at the top of the screen. Come out 11, come out 7. We had a point of 8, got paid on the 6, and a 7 out. Looks average, doesn't it, guys? How many times, I should say average. How many times do you see that happen? Happens a lot. Dice are out. And there's a 4-1-5. Boy, am I glad I didn't lay the 5 because I almost was thinking about it. But point's going to be a 5. Mr. Dealer, take us down off our lay. Going to give us our 150 back with $3 vig. We're going to lose the yo. Point's going to become a 5. We're going to stay conservative at this particular moment till we get some hits and see where the shooter takes us. We're going to come up against 85 against 75, and at this case, guys, I am okay with that rate. And the advanced play, which I don't think we'll get there in the next video. By the way, I'm only going to do one more video. I'm only going to do a 5th video because we're going to take the DP up to 100. In the advanced play, there's some things that we can do different, including some odds down here. But I just wanted you to see, as we escalate in the DP flat bet, we don't have to lay as much odds in order to win money here like we did in the earlier videos. All right, we're trying to avoid the 4 ways right there on the whammy. Dice are out. Ace deucey, and we know what we call that. The only time I say it is when it comes back to back. Dice are out. And there's a 6-2-8. That's the second roll since the point, guys. You keep hearing me say that. You got to keep track of your rolls between the points. For those people that put this money out there and just leave it to be resolved one way or the other, you're always going to come up short and probably be on the loser side. Second roll, we're $35 up. Notice I said we're not $35 ahead. Hand's not over with. Dice are out. And there's a 3-1-4. We have nothing on the 4. That's the third roll at this number, and you'll see us change regardless of whether we get a box hit or not. Obviously, hand will be over if we hit the 7 or we get smashed on the 5. So this is going to be the last roll the way the setup is. Dice are out. And there's a hard 10. Nothing on the 10. There is a way, guys, that I do play the 4s and the 10s later on in the advanced play, but that's not necessary to be done. Now, we've established a point. We have 4 rolls, and guys, we only got paid 1 time. We can't stay in this predicament. So, Mr. Dealer, please take me down to 51 inside, excluding the point. We're reducing our exposure on the light side. We still have the threat of the 5 against us, but we're going to take a couple rolls this way. The reason why we're reducing the exposure on the light side is because if red comes, and it's due, we're going to make some more money. Eventually, we're going to take some protection against this 75 against the whammy, but we're going to go another roll or 2 before we decide how we're going to attack that. All right, dice are out. And there's a 6-4-10. Again, we're not getting these box numbers to get paid, and this strategy does depend on that, but remember, you're also not losing money. Dice are out. And there's a 5-3-8. 5-3-8. It's going to pay us $21. Now, the question is, do I want to do the OMT? And if you guys can figure that analogy out, I'll tell you about it after the next roll. Do I want to do the OMT, or do I want to go ahead and protect my 75 against a 5 by putting a little bit of a place bet up here? We really haven't won that much there. I'm going to take the OMT, guys, and I'll tell you what that is after this roll so it doesn't jinx me. Dice are out. There's a 5 and a 3 and an 8. Oh, oops, that's a 3 and an 8. 5, 3, 8, OMT, one more time. How many times have you said to yourself or even said it out loud, oh, just one more time, just one more roll, it's okay, and then boom, you lose it. Okay, so now let's think about what we've done here. There's 21 on the 8. So let's go back and take a look at the roll tracker. All right, on this roll tracker, this is going to be his 9th roll. Look at what we have and haven't got paid on. We've got 3 paydays, 2 at 21 and 1 at 35. So we have 42, 52, we have $77. Is that enough on this shooter? Are you happy with the shooter? This is going to be his 9th roll. Could it turn into a long roll? Why, certainly it could, Ollie. But how do you want to protect that $77 win? What would take the $77 win away from us is if we roll a 5 and lose the 75 on the next roll. So let's go ahead and let's take a little bit of protection against that 5 by placing it for 50 to win us 70. Now, I realize 7 comes, I'm going to lose 50, and 51 is $101. I realize that. We don't have $101 over here, guys, but we've given this shooter the best chance that we can. Let's just see if he can hit a couple more of these box numbers, and we'll decide what we're going to do after that. I am never going to take this DP down, never, because once I get past the 8 ways, I am the favorite to win this. So the only thing that can hurt us, 4 ways right there on the 5. We just took some insurance out on it. All right, let's see what happens. Dice are out. And there's a hard 6, 21 more dollars. Now we're almost keel on everything that we've done, and that's why this is a grind. $21. That's why some people think this is a grind. We are now about even on the shooter. Doesn't matter what happens, whether we win or we lose. So, all right, OMT, dice are out. And there's a 516. 516 is going to pay us $21. Now you're probably saying, Jeff, if this turns into a long roll, what do you do? Well, guys, I'll start half pressing. Right now, I'm not happy. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits on the shooter. The only thing that can really hurt us, let's take a look here. So 20, 40, 60, 84, 94. Yeah, we're probably good. We could probably reduce this 50 down a little bit just in case we do get hit on the 5. That's some of the odds we can do. We can also start going, either turning these off or hitting them and turning them off. I would probably never turn off the 6 and the 8, but eventually I'm going to do something because I want to protect this money that's up here, and I want to insure this money down there. All right, dice are out. We don't often see these type of rolls, but this is why we're positioned to where we are. There's an 8. There is a 628, another $21 winner. So if we think about the $21 winners, we've won 20, 40, 60, 80, $104 and 35 more. So we're positioned pretty good. I think that we keep going at where we are at the moment, and then we decide what's going to happen. Even if we lose the 75 by hitting the 5, it's only going to cost us $5. We've still won this. Hitting the red is going to cost us 101. Okay? Let's see what's happening. Wow, this is going to be the 12th roll of the shooter. Dice are out. And there's a 516. 516. And because this is a $10 table, $21. We have one more step we can do here to reduce our exposure. We can take this down to the table minimums, which is what I'm doing. So I'm taking $17 more off. That is if I can get it off the table. And if this continues, we're going to start half pressing or some pressing. All right, dice are out. And there's a 617. I just saved myself $17, guys. Think about that by just going down in that regression. Like start up big and work my way down. Once I get down, long roll, I'll start moving back up once I get to my profit level where I was happy with my profit. 13 rolls. Let's see what we profit on this shoot tour. All right, so we're going to lose this. We are going to win 75 on the line. 75. Let's go ahead and just rack everything up just to see where we stand, just for kicks. All right. So these. I know a lot of people say I get wordy in my videos, but I also get a lot of comments about they like the way I explain it and they like the way I talk. And I got nicknamed The Voice on John's Pro Crapsathon back a few months back. Thought I had another green in there, but I don't. So let's just see where we rack up at, guys. All right. 4, that's 9, 10, 50, 11, 50. All right. So that's 1, 2, that's 9, 10, 11, 50, 51, 54, 11, 54, guys. Where did we start at, guys? We started at 964. We are almost at our goal with just those shooters. All right, here we go again. How are we going to lay this? We're up. Let's do a... I'm going to dread this, but I'm going to switch to the 5 on the lay, guys. I don't know. The 5 never rolled before. Let's go to the 9. We're going to lay the 9. It's going to be a $5 vig. Forget the yo. $5 on the yo. New shooter. That 150 will win us 100 this time, which means we'll come ahead on a come out 7. All right. Something's got me in my gut that says that, wow, should we take our profit and run? We are almost coming up on 20 minutes in the video. 2 shooters. We're already there on this hybrid play. Grinding, yes. Is it worth it? You guys decide. I don't think it's a waste of time. Dice are out. I see a 4 and a 2 is a 6. So we got past that 9er. We got our 8 ways protected there. So we can bring this down, get our $5 vig back. Might be the last shooter, so we're just going to go ahead and rack all this and take the 5 off the yo down. We have 75 on the 9. We are ahead. Let's do something that would be in the next video before we get to 100. Guys, there is 170 out there. We have 75. So on the 9, we would need to lay 210. 210 on the odds would give us 140. That's close enough. We're only going to stay out there for 1 box hit, and we're going to regress down each time we hit it, guys. All right, this is part of the next video, or the advanced part of it. 5 ways of the 9 can really hurt us. We'll take all of our profit away. Dice are out. And there's a 628. Close enough for government work. All right, 628. That's going to pay us $70. And what are we going to do right away, guys? We're going to bounce down. Bounce down. 70. We did hit the 8. It's a $70 winner. I'm going to reduce my odds down here by 70. Let's come down here to, let's see here. If we come down, put us back out at 85. We need no odds down there. We just made $70 on the shooter. We've locked in our profit. We're at our 30% range, if not close to it. Let's see what happens here. So we're 75 against 85, and we won $70, guys. I did that on the very first roll because remember I tell you I can go up to 4 rolls here. I did that because we've locked in our profit, and we're going to see what happens until we get to that 4th roll, which really is the magical 5th roll if you count the point. All right, dice are out. And there's a aces. Thought that was acey-deucey for a minute. Aces, that's roll number 2. Aces. Dice are out. And there's a 628. It's going to win us 35 more. That's roll number 3. Roll number 3. It looks like I took that out of frame there, guys, on that dice cam. Put that back out there. That's a $35 winner. All right. Yeah, I think this will be the last shooter in this video. How many shooters is this? This will be just the 3rd shooter too. And we'll end the video and go on to the next video and take our DP up to 100 with our profits. All right, dice are out. Aces again. If you guys are playing at home when you're on the horns or in the field, double the bubble. All right, so that's the 4th roll. 4th roll. Let's do our standard, guys. This is where the discipline comes into play, and a lot of people fuss at me for doing this, guys. We're going to come down to 51 inside against 75. Guys, we've already locked up $100 here. So, the worst case, we hit the 5, we win 25. We hit the 7, we're going to win another 25 on top of the 105 that's there. All right, dice are out. 639. That kind of ruins and bursts the bubble, but it's still okay, guys. There's really nothing wrong with that. That's our first shooter. We are going to lose the 75. That was bound to happen. If you think you're never going to get hit on the DP or a point playing this, you're crazy. You have to be prepared to be able to do that. It's the same shooter. All right, so let's think about where we are, guys, before we even continue to see if we're going to play. Let's go ahead, and you should know where you are in the rack. All right. So let's take a look here. Let's make sure that I'm right. That was 75 was a hurt. That was a hurt. So let's see, 4, 9, 10, 11, 11, 45, 55, 11, 55. Yeah, that did hurt us. 11, 55. We started with 964. I said this would be the last shooter. I just would hate to see us supposed to stop here, and we don't stop because we didn't get enough. Okay, a Michael Jackson joke. Boom. All right, so let's try this one more time and hope that this doesn't come back to bite us, because we got some decent profit here, guys. We're going to lay the 4 again. I put the yo up. So my hedge on the, my vig on the 4, and same shooter, so it's same dice. Wow, 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 wow. I'm not liking this, guys, I can tell you, but for the sake of the video, we have the time. Dice are out. And then we're back on the 9. All right, so we're back on the 9. We need to at least get that $75 back and then some. How do we play this? We're good with the profit that we've made so far. We just don't want to lose on the 9 back-to-back. $150 is 2/3 of the profit that we've made this time. That we don't want. All right, let's get our vig back. Come back down with this lay. I said that was going to be the last time. So I'm going to try it again, guys. 170. 210 on the lay wins us 140. We only need one hit up there to really help us. On the box hits, no whammy, no whammy. If you guys are old enough to remember the show, no whammy. Or if you watch the Game Show Network, dice are out. Woo! Saw that 6 and said, holy crap, 3 9s in a row. But it's not. It's a 628, which will win us $70, which is how much of what we just lost? How much was that? That's correct. It's almost all of it. So that's an 8. $70 is a win. Boom, coming down on the odds. We're not leaving that out there. Let's come on down. Come on down. This price does sound right. All right. I just want to get to my win rate so we can go into the next one. So basically what we've done here, guys, we've broken even on the shooter. We lost 75. We won 75. Well, we did have a couple wins up here on the shooter, but we want to make sure that we come out a little more ahead. Dice are out. Come on with the 9. Damn it. Yes, I said damn it. It's because, you know, this can happen, and it's exactly what does happen. It's just that that's twice on the shooter. You know, to have that many 9s in there. Plus, I think I laid the 9 at one point. All right, let's think about what we're doing here, guys. We're going to continue to do this because this is the grinding part of what's frustrating. All right, that's 200. All right, so 9, 10, 11, 50, 65. I know the longer I play, the greater chances I'm going to get hit because I want to come back with a DP. What do we want to do here? All right, so it's still the same shooter, guys. So we'll go back to where I was before this. This is how it will be set up on the come out. And this is something that you have to decide if you're going to play with the shooter or not, or with the shooter. So it's going to be the same shooter. We don't have to come back for the come out because he's burned us twice. Although we got our money back, he burned us twice. This is the burn twice rule. So let's just see what happens with the point, because sometimes when I end the videos, the people playing along at home, they don't like it when I end in the middle of a hand. So I'm going to consider what I'm going to do here. We're going to see what point comes up. Dice are out. And there's a 628. All right, we're off on those bets up there, by the way, guys. 628. 628. I don't like that money out there, but I do want to play something else. Dealer, put me up. I'm going to pull this 80 down. I'm going to go 66 inside, and I'm probably going to think that I'm going to be playing the skill 66 here, but I don't know that I'm going to play it his way because I really want to lock up the win that we have over here. I really do want to lock that up to go into the next video where we can play a $100 DP. This table has kind of turned on us this last turn. We are not on the dark side, guys. Nothing on the dark side. I could lay the 4 or the 10 if I want to. I'm jeopardizing 66 more dollars before I walk away with whatever win I had before we take it up to the next video. All right, dice are out. And there's a 6. There's one win. All right, that's 21. Do we play the skill 66 or do we collect it? We haven't made much money on this, so we'll go ahead and just go ahead and collect the 21. All right, if we get another box hit, guys, this is where we transition back into the dark. Dice are out. And we don't get there. We don't get there, guys. Okay, this is going to be the end of the video, but we are going to be up on the shooter itself. So let's just go ahead and let's take down what's losing here. That was 66. We didn't specifically have to lose, but let's go ahead and let's bring everything in. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Uh-oh. 11. Wow, guys, what happened here? Did I miscount? I must have miscounted. Oh, the 5s. The 9s hit us twice. Dum-dum. Hello, dum-dum. All right, so there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 03. So those 9s did hurt us. But, guys, we're not backwards. We're going to take that 1103 now that we're at the $100 level. In the next video, the last video in this series, we're going to pump that DP up to $100. 1103. So from a standpoint of profitability, if we think about that, what did I say that was 1103? 1103, and we started with 964. It's only a $139 profit. I'm still going to take that. It's a 10. Oh, I'm not on the screen, guys. Sorry about that. I thought I was on the screen. All right, let's come back over here. Sorry, guys, I'm back at the console. Got to make a couple adjustments here. All right, so this was a grind, and I've said that to the name of the video. Hybrid play, waste of time. Is it a grind? Is it worth it? We still profited $139 in 4 shooters. That 4th shooter was a tough one. 4th shooter cost us a little bit of money. We were above $230-ish profit, and we wound up $139 profit. So hitting those 9s back to back, that can happen, guys. That can happen. It's kind of why I changed the play. Did I have to play that 66 with no dark side protection? I didn't have to. I chose to. So there's another $66 that I lost. I guess we won 21. So, you know, another $40 that we lost there that we could have had in our pocket. And that's where you have to be disciplined and the patience to be able to play this. All right, guys, I appreciate it. If you haven't yet done so, if you would, click that red subscribe button. And I don't know why that's not coming up here. There we go. I would really appreciate it. Click that red subscribe. I'm going to do it one more time because it didn't do it on cue. It didn't do it on cue. There we go. Red subscribe, ring that bell, and push that bell for notifications. Click the like button if you like it, guys. If you want to be part of the Hybrid Hunters, Jeff at MidAtlanticCraps.com. We'll resume those sessions coming up after the first week in February, and we'll see where we're going to go. Guys, if you like the video, I appreciate the thumbs up. Till next time, as always, be safe and play smart.